It's hard to believe that 14 years ago, my job was organising an event and doing the PR for the biggest bridal shows in Ireland. My passion for the wedding industry hasn't changed and is still exactly where it was back then today. I now just own a product within that industry. Bridal shows and expos can be vital to market your photo booth business, especially in the beginning. It's a really good way for you to position your brand, educate customers on what your offering is, and drive sales. But a word of caution: choose your bridal show or expos very carefully. Large national shows are really expensive to do. I mean, you're probably looking $5,000 to pay the fees for being at the show, setting up your stand so that it's immaculate, having your marketing materials, staffing the show, and all the marketing that needs to go in pre and post event. It's not something to do lightly, and you have to make sure that the show converts. What you put in, you need to get back 3 times for it to be profitable. Have a look in your local area at some of the more intimate shows. What I've always found with our photo booth business is the small, intimate bridal expos at hotels or top-end venues really drive us the right customer. When someone goes to a large expo, I know because I've marketed it, you're sold everything in one place. This is where you'll get the best deals. Come and see everyone and make your choices at the right price. That's not the audience we want. We want that audience that's going to that high-end venue to meet 10 vendors and spend money with them there and then on the day. So number 1, choose the right expo. You're investing into the bridal show or expo, so you have to be prepared. Make sure that you sit down and you take the time to think about what you actually want to get out of the show, what you want your brand to look like. It is absolutely essential that you look at your photo concept, you have it all set up and ready to go. You look at your backdrop, you look at what props you're bringing, you look at the software you're using, you look at what the template is going to look like. Marketing materials, are you going to use flyers, business cards? Are you just going to use your photo overlay and printout with your information on it? Are you going to use QR codes? How are you going to collect data? There's so many things that go into the setup and preparation for a bridal show that you can get the list on my ebook. Before you even arrive at the bridal expo, it's a really good opportunity for you to market your business. You should set up the bridal expo as an event on your Facebook page and sharing regularly onto all of your social media platforms that you're going to be there on the day. Speak to the organisers, ask them will they give you a set of tickets and run a giveaway across your social media to engage your potential customers. Let them know you'll be at the exhibition and that you have some free tickets to give away for them. It's also a great way for you to collect data even before you've arrived at the show. So the big day has arrived and it's time for you to get yourself to the bridal expo and drive those bookings. First things first, arrive early, set up, test, and then network. There is no better way for you to drive your bridal inquiries than working with other vendors in your area. Take a walk around the show. I'm not asking you to be nosy and go to your competitors and get their pricing. That doesn't matter. You are you. You are unique. You charge what you charge and you offer the best in the industry. But go around and speak to other vendors. Find out what they've got that's new so that when someone's on your stand, if you hear them talking about something, you can possibly recommend another vendor. It's a great way for you to network and drive your business. Next, look the part. You don't want to turn up to a bridal expo not looking completely polished. Lots of people will choose to wear their branded uniforms, or other people when they're at an expo will want to dress really nicely. Just be very conscious that first impressions are everything. You have 10 seconds to make an impression on someone. And how you dress, as much as we don't want to say it, really does matter. The doors are open and we're ready to go. It's time to engage with those potential brides that you're going to turn into customers. Make sure that your set on the stand is absolutely beautiful and exactly what you want to portray their wedding's going to look like. Give them something so visual that they can actually visualize it on their wedding day. They want to be able to touch it and feel it and buy it before you've even sold it to them. Engaging people at a bridal show can be quite difficult. Everyone wants to come up with new ideas and what can I give out or what can I do that's a little bit different. Something that has worked for us at bridal expos in the past is also a way for us to find out who is the person who's going to spend on the day. What we do is we give a single red rose with a little tag on it and a QR code that drives them directly to our landing page. You give that rose simply to the bride. Then you know who the person is, the decision maker, and also they can use it as a prop in their picture. It makes for a great concept for you to find out who you need to be talking to. The next thing is to really set the tone. When you start speaking to someone, do not be afraid to say, there's lots of other vendors in the room that offer photo booths for weddings. We're probably the most expensive in the area, but here's why. Bring them over, introduce them to the product, show them the experience, let them touch it and feel it, and then show them the quality of the prints. I have on several occasions actually given someone their prints and said, we're the most expensive because we use quality products, we use quality software and quality prints. If you want, go round and have a look at all the other vendors and come back and see me later. Because I know that we're the best at what we do. And I can stand over that, and it's why we charge what we charge. One of the most important things you can take away from a bridal expo is not always the sale, but the data capture. Make sure you're running some kind of incentive on your stand to capture email addresses and telephone numbers. Don't give away your product or service. Use something really generic that everyone's going to be interested in. I've always found a weekend spa break or a meal for two or even a bottle of champagne is always going to drive people to come and take a picture, enter their details, and I've got that data. Don't be afraid to ask for the sale on the day. And a great way to do this is incentivize people by creating a sense of urgency by running a show offer. Your show offer can be something as simple as added time, a free guest book, a couple of dollars off, but make it something that the bride is going to want. Then create the urgency and say, we have a low deposit of only $99 if you book today. Let's get your date checked. And don't be afraid to ask for the sale. Finally, it's time to follow up. Follow up in your marketing and follow up with your leads. So we always have a disclaimer on our mirror that all pictures will be shared on our social media sites. As soon as you get back from that expo, get all of the photographs downloaded and get them into a folder on your Facebook page. Tag the venue, tag the other vendors that were there, and anybody that you possibly can to drive the reach on that folder. Day 2, post-show. You're exhausted, but you've got 50 potential leads that are sitting there that wanted to know more about your business. It's time to start contacting them. Make sure that you do a follow-up email, giving them 7 days to get your exclusive show offer if they book. Keep them on a database so that you continuously can market to them. Sometimes you have to touch someone 9 times before they're ready to buy. You collected emails and phone numbers. Don't be afraid to use WhatsApp and text messages. A great way to engage someone is all the photos that were taken on our booth are now available digitally on our Facebook page and a link so that the bride can go and tag herself in the photo and share it on her social media. You can also follow up with them for the sale. Wedding expos are a big investment in terms of cost and time, but they're a really good opportunity for you to drive your bridal inquiries. If you're going to do it right.